Welcome back to Mystica. I am Izzy Noodles, and my health here is slightly different from where I left off. And the reason is I managed to get my saves mixed up somewhere, and when I recorded my part 2, it was from a different save file. So when I went to practice from the part 2 files, there was some stuff that was already done that I had decided not to do in my part 1 video. So this is the file straight from my part 1, and I've replayed part 2 to get back to this point. So I know to a lot of people that won't really matter, no one's that bothered, but some might notice the difference in health and think to themselves, hey, wait a minute. So that was just a brief explanation of I done goofed. And now continuing on. So once I step into the doorway, is it the doorway or this tile that I'm barely on? Either way, we will get an armet. So confirmed, it's the doorway. So there's an invisible ceiling among these columns, so I make sure I am past them, and then I can easily start shooting. Okay, so now I'm gonna do some of the stuff that I could have done in part 1, but I chose not to, just for time balancing. My torch here is gone, you may have already noticed as I was running around in part 1. So I always left it here regardless. I know I said these are different save files, but I always left it by this cross so I knew where it was, because this is where I used it. So my torch is gone. I will need another torch at some point in this video. So I can shoot the Snowglobe here. I briefly mentioned that in part 1, but so now this is going to be action 1 of 3, so I still don't have to do this just yet, but I will. And it is dark. Actually, let me light a flare and just throw it on the ground, because once I do this, we'll have a demon come and chase us. Okay, there it is. So in this woodland area, it is very difficult to spot. So it does lunge, it's got a bit stuck, but sometimes it randomly gets unstuck. So do be very wary in case it's going to suddenly lunge at you. So it's a big lunge that it does. Okay, so it didn't move very far, and now Lara is not targeting, and it's not moving. That means it is defeated. So that is one down, and now I'm gonna do the other one. So as I've said, we still don't really need to do this just yet, shoot these globes. It's mostly, I think, we destroy the cross that's in the middle, but I kind of don't think that happens when you shoot the globe. You can shoot the cross afterwards, but it doesn't really matter. As long as the globe is destroyed, the glass part, then everything still works out. So here's the other one. So I couldn't have done this so immediately anyway, because I did not start off with my pistols. Okay, so he usually gets stuck up there, but as I've said, sometimes he randomly gets unstuck. And that's a bit alarming, because it's like, oh, you're in my face now all of a sudden. And I am shooting the tree, but it still seems to do the trick. Or perhaps not, I seem to be shooting him for quite a bit longer today. Okay, there we go, she's stopped aiming, so that means it is dead. Ah, and it's inside the tree, okay. Good job. That's skill, okay. So now something I will also do is claim the secret that's down in the mine. So I will need a torch for this, so I will have to go and grab another one because my previous one disappeared. Oops. Okay, there we go. So it's a good job we have an abundance of torches right there. Okay, so you can light that here. Oh, stand in the flame, that's always a good idea, but at least it doesn't set you on fire. It's something. So if you come out here and realise, dang it, I did not light my torch, you can actually do it from the pot from this previous secret over across the way. So just throw your torch down, make sure you can see where it's landing in case it gets too close to a wall and you lose sight of it. Okay, so as I said, sometimes she does not grab the ladder, don't know why. And take her right through this first doorway. And we can light this little campfire just here. Awesome stuff. Discard the torch, we don't need it anymore, we can't take it out of the mine anyway. And we have another secret. So now we are 200% done. In the mines we have no reason to come back down here at all. So now just make your way out again. Okie dokie, so getting back on track with what we do need to be doing, we will need a torch. So I'm gonna rush on and grab yet another one. Okie dokie, so entering the forest section. So around and about in this area that's closer to the doorway, so you'll not need to go past the columns where you have the magic snow. There's 5, I don't know what to call them, lanterns? They're not really lanterns, but there's 5 of these that we can light. So 2 roundabout over near the reindeer. There is 1 along the trail. And there's 2 over in this direction. Okay, here's the last one. You might have to just stand somewhat on this little bump just here to light this. And now we do not need any more torches. Cool beans. So that's opened up this trapdoor. I always think that's a ladder. I don't know why, but it's fine because we land straight in the water. Every time it gets me. Okay, so what we need to do now, down here, we need to open a gate that's that way. So to do that, we need to open this gate and head on this way. So, firstly, pull this underwater lever. So this is actually kind of tricky to see. It blends in very well. Just get lungful of air. So it's not all that important that you do, but it helps. So one reason is this area can seem very much like a maze, but if you take the first right, swim straight down, take a left, and you're all good. And continue to the end. So a quick detour to the right, there is an air pocket here, which is good to know. And we can also grab a secret in this room. So firstly, we've got some flares. And you'll have to use this little mound here just to grab into the crawl space just up there. There we go. So you don't need much elevation, but you do need just a little bit. You'll need to be somewhat on the mound. There we go. So continuing on, let's swim back out of here. Take a right, so we're continuing along the path. Mind that plant. That plant is not poisonous. I always assume it's there because it's going to poison you, but it's never poisoned me. It just gets in the way. So at the end of the path, pull this lever and then head on back to the air pocket. So that lever has opened the gate that I mentioned. Sweet. Continue. I'm stuck. Okay, so returning. So take the second left, the first one, no, I meant right. The first one there that I just passed is just a little opening. It's not even a path. So straight up and then take a right. Nope, that's a left. Oh my goodness. Okay, so now this gate is open and we can head on through. Oh, lots of plants and stuff and things to get caught on. More flares. And we have a jump switch, so I haven't saved yet. Let's just have a precautionary save. And you'll see why. So a random beanstalk has suddenly grown out of nowhere, but we need to get to it pretty quick. Oh no! There we go, I'm all good. So just hop back to this ledge. And what's occurring up here? Well, don't pull this lever just yet. We need to set up for a block puzzle. So just come through this way. I'm going to pull this lever. And that's opened up a hatch right above me just here. So just climb on out. We're going to set things up. Okay, so we can see we're back in the forest section. But why? Now you may have realised this is a very suspicious tile over here. So this actually is part of our block puzzle. Just push either one of these two hay troughs onto the odd tile. Doesn't matter which one, they both move. And now head back down. Just be careful you don't fall. Oh, okay. Okay, so now we can pull this lever. This will lower down the hay trough. So it doesn't appear straight away sometimes. There we go. If you jump near to the top of that, then it'll appear there. And we're going to push it all the way onto the tile in the corner. So firstly, I'm going to make a row of 3 in front of the trough. Just be careful to your left side here because there is no ledge. That's the edge of the ledge. Okay, and next I'm going to pull the trough to the further end. Next you'll need to align the blocks so I can push the trough up to the wall. And next I'm just going to move one of the blocks so I can then push the trough onto the odd tile. Okay, so you heard a gate open, that's right over here. So just hop across, grab in the air. And right here is where we can use the heart of the forest. So this is what our skeleton friend gave us. Awesome stuff, we have opened up a new area. So to get out of here, sometimes she hits her head on the ceiling. So you'll want to preferably do a diagonal jump. So just in case, I will have a save. If she does hit her head, you'll not die, you'll just fall down, which is kind of annoying. So just to save you falling down and wasting time, just do a diagonal jump out of the gap. Nice, so now let's head into this new area. So we have a couple of these scarecrow knights. I'm not sure what they are. The guide calls them knights, but it feels kind of inaccurate. Scarecrow seems like that's what they should be. They're quite creepy. Well, he's stuck, so that's fine. He'll not likely get unstuck. So in this area, we see the deer. The reindeer have, well, I assume these are the same reindeer. They've come here to graze. The hay wasn't good enough. We need to get that door open. So in this little area we're in, we need to find 2 levers. So we can jump up here, and then again on the opposite side, exactly the same thing. We can climb up and go ahead and pull a lever that's at the end. Oh. Okay, shoot the cobwebs. And before I enter the room, I recommend a save. So from pretty much in the middle of the tile section, do a jump. Because that's gonna happen. So you're far better off just jumping straight through and you will be fine. So quick detour just to grab, well, pull this lever. So back to the middle, it just seems like the safer place to be. And jump forward again. And this time there's only 1 block, so we can easily be on this side and grab this medpack. And into the room we've just opened. So that terrifies me every time. So once you enter this room, another one of these scarecrows spawns behind you. Okay, and now we need to get the next gate open. So if you're running around, you'll see what to do if you light a flare. So this block can be pulled out so we can reach a high ledge. Okay, and then just hop on up through the gap. And you'll be able to see we have a lever. And I don't know what was jolting Lara just then, that's new to me. Yeah, invisible forces are pushing her. Okay, just hop on down, and if you want a secret, the reason oh, forgot about this guy, oh my goodness. Damn, this game is scary. Where did you go? Yeah, he took a swipe at me, but I'm okay. Should be alright. Right, I was in mid-sentence. I was saying the reason I pushed this all the way up when I didn't really need to is because we can grab a secret. So if you come to the edge, it is just far easier to climb up like this rather than try and hop over from the other opening. And you actually don't need to roll all the way through. I don't know why I did, but there's the secret. I'm pretending I'm a frog. Alrighty, so ignore the guy, he's not doing much. Head straight on through and run to the far end on this left-hand side. Okay, so when all the shenanigans have stopped, pull this lever to open the next gate. So, a couple of things to do here. We can see straight ahead already. One block looks a little bit mysterious just there. What we need to do... Excuse you. What we need to do is move this block out of the way to open up a path to what's behind there. So we need to get around to the other side of the block. Like, not the other side, but the left-hand side from where I'm standing, we can pull the block away. And that's where the block on my right comes into play. But first, I'm going to do something else. Everyone has become very noisy. So from here, we can hop down into this gap. So once I hit the step, start shooting immediately, because otherwise you will be impaled. So straight on through, we can grab this. We have some more magic snow. And once we're done, we can just get out of here. Be careful not to fall down the gap again, otherwise you'll loop round again on the super happy fun slide. And now I'll go ahead and move the block out of the way. So, just push this all the way in. You can go ahead and grab this. And then there is another block that we can move. So this is actually very different to all the rest. So we're pulling this out, not pushing it in. And then head on through. This would lead us to the other side, or at least to one side of that block. Here it is. So just pull this and that will open up the gap. Okay, and return back and we can enter through the gap. Oops, that's a wall. Okay, so we have a lot of fire just here. So these tiles will set you on fire. The hint of which tiles are safe are the torches on the walls. So you can stand on the tiles next to them. Okay, so you can see ahead as well. We have some flames that are just not going out. They're in our way. So what we need to do is just hop over here, and then we can use the magic snow right here. There we go, the magic snow has put out the flames. So the other tiles are still flammable, you'll still get set on fire, so be careful. But we can now stand on these tiles. We have another Scarecrow Knight. Okay, come to the end, shoot any cobwebs that might be in the way. And for now, just ignore this lever that's just here. Drop down to this gap. And come through here. So here we can see we have a laser sight. And we're actually right below the ice where we just were when we entered this area. I quite like this. It was here the whole time and you didn't even notice. Dang it, Lara. Why can't you roll properly? Okay. So once you have that, you can pull this lever. So that raises this. It's not really necessary, but it also opens the gate so that we can leave. So this guy's still here, so we'll just say see ya bye. Okay. So we now have a laser sight, so we can attach that to the crossbow. And I'm now going into what I like to call Snowball Valley, or more like Snow Boulder Valley. So I've not yet been there. That's down this passage this way. And you can see why I give it that name. So, have a save. And then just run straight on through without stopping. So we're taking a left here, to the right is a dead end. No, I hit the slope. Alrighty, so we'll try that again, but without stopping this time. And we're safe here. Once I pass these skeletons, we'll have some wraiths. So now we'll have to just deal with them. Get rid of them. There is a gap down here. Straight on down. So preferably to one side, try and pull up. I didn't mean to shimmy around that corner. But you can see where I am now. And usually just as I'm pulling up, they're already making their way to that cross where they should be. I don't know how they know it's there from this far away, but they know it's there, so they go straight there once you start climbing up. So they actually did get me. I'm quite surprised. They don't usually. Oh well, I'm still good. So now you may as well take this shortcut, because now there's a load of boulders blocking the way. So what we're doing over here is, now we have the laser sight, we can shoot that. So sometimes she misses. I'm not sure if you need to be a little closer or a little further away. But it is fine just to YOLO your shots. I mean, I don't know how powerful the crossbow is, actually, compared to the pistols. So there's not much you do need to shoot, so it doesn't matter. So come on in, we opened up this area. Doesn't this look cool? I love this. So we have a few things to do. Under the water there is a sea hag. Sometimes I manage to get it stuck so it swims forward against here, which is very helpful because we will need to go into the water. But I don't know how to get it stuck. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. I'd like to think it's going to happen because I got hit when I didn't want to, but we're still okay. We're going to be fine, even if it starts harassing me. So firstly, we have some arrows over here. We can see an inactive teleport here too. And what we need to do is shoot the blue orbs. There's 5 blue orbs. So I need to be on the hill to shoot this one. There we go. So each orb has an enemy inside. I think that one got me. That's annoying. Oh, how did I do that? I shot the orb that was right up here. Oh, they're broken. Bless them. Don't they look adorable when they're running on the spot? Okay, I don't know how I managed to shoot the one that was over here, but usually you'll have to use the slope here. Just jump up from the slope because it's pretty high. And one here. Awesome stuff. So once you've shot all the blue orbs and dealt with all the enemies, this section right here opens up so that we can go into the water. So the sea hag has managed to not get itself stuck, so that's annoying. Get stuck on the column, please. My health isn't as good as usual. I don't know how to get it to do that, because it kind of follows you. You can kind of see it doesn't go far, but it almost changes its swimming pattern if you're close by over here. But it seems like it just isn't going to happen. I don't know what I did to get it stuck. But oh well, we will have to carry on. So what we need to do in the water is pull 3 switches. So there's one over in that corner. There's one in that corner, and one just on the other side of this column. So, wish me luck, because the sea hag is not stuck. So just go for it. Keep swimming. Sometimes there's a camera angle that's really annoying. So there is an air pocket here. The whole area is not full of water. You see the surface of the water there. So anytime you need air, you can just surface. That scared me. So I'm coming this way for a secret over in this corner. Oh my god, why are you right behind me today? This is not going well. I wanted to have a brief moment for some air, but I think that's not going to happen. Very brief. Oh, this camera angle, there we go. I might die because I don't have enough air. Shoo! Okay, very quickly. No, don't surface. No. We don't have time. Pull this. Pull this. No. No, no. Okay, so pulling the 3 switches opened up this gate. The sea hag can still come in here. Okay, that's opened up another gate, so roll and swim straight away. So it's a bit precarious when you can't see if you have rolled or not. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. So that last lever opened up this, and now we're safe. Golly Moses. Awesome stuff. So in here we have 2 inactive teleports. So we can activate one of them by standing on both of these tiles. And then step on in. So we seem to be back in the prison. So we are in a different section of the prison. Okay, and you can actually see there's our skeleton friend. You could have seen this room from there, I didn't point it out. But yeah, you can see this room. So what we need in here, why we came back to the prison, we need this. So yeah, sometimes she doesn't quite grab it as she should. There we go. This is the lake jewel. Now to get back we need to activate the other teleport. So coming up this way, step onto this, and there we go. So we have some more of these little threads spawned, these little demons, so we're gonna just ignore them. Mushrooms! Get out of the way. Okay, back to here, and then we can use this next teleport. And that brings us back to the lakeside. So that is the only way out of the water. So we're going to be using the lake jewel if we come around the other side of here. We can see this very cute silhouette of a doggo. And just like the goodest of boys, it's gonna balance the lake jewel on its nose. And now we have this boulder. This has a secret button. So go ahead and press the secret button. That has spawned 3 of these scarecrow knights. And you be careful because the boulder has actually, you can see there, fallen into the ice. There's a hole in the ice. Well, they took ages to kill. Okay, so, hole in the ice. Why is that important? So, there is a cross down in the ice. I didn't really get to show this earlier because I was being chased and I kind of just went around the edge of the water's edge. So what we need to do is break the cross. So if you remember the Snowglobes, they had a cross inside. And I think the idea was to break the cross, but it wasn't really necessary. It's breaking the glass still did the trick, so we're going to break the cross. So that was task 3 of 3. We have created a portal. So we are completely done at this lake section. And now we're going to return back to the cross on the hill. Although the cross actually isn't there anymore. Okay, so here we can grab this mana stone off the wall using the sword. Okay, so this is kind of a strange area, but okay. We'll just head back again and we're back where we started. So if you remember, in the mana caves, there was a tree stump with a mysterious receptacle. So on your way back, just be careful of the mine, big hole in the middle of the area. We are going to head to the mana caves. Mind the portal there, you don't want to go back again. So if you forget where it is, follow the trail, it's right at the back. So past the Snowglobe. So it was very sneaky. Don't let that demon make you jump. Sometimes he does with me, depending on where he's standing as I'm running past in the dark without lighting a flare. So up here, this is very well hidden. And here we go. So this is where I'll end the video today. We have some stuff and things that we can now be doing in the mana caves. So I hope to see you there for the finale. Thank you for watching and I will see you next time. Take it easy, guys and girls.